the mid game in a good position.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the goal of all life is death. I'm looking at this game right now, and you need to punish the Tiny moving around. Tiny will be moving around 100%, so I'm guessing Grimstroke goes through the Twin Gates and actually goes and kills the Enigma, or they bring in the Undying through the Twin Gates with the Tombstone, they kill the Medusa. Every single time the Tiny moves and is annoying the Huskar, you need to know about it, and you need to respond to it. So if I'm Dire side, I'm placing both of the wards towards the top lane so that I see this Tiny moving. It has to be that way.
All right, now the question, the most important question. How many minutes is this game going to be?
32 minutes LGD. Very confidently, the caster said.
Alrighty, I'm ready. 32 minutes. You heard that, goalies? You're on the time limit. Gotta try and make some magic happen before that particular milestone gets reached. Otherwise, there is no hope for you in this game. Thus saith Harry Freak. The gospel has been spoken.
So wait, the last game was 22 minutes. Then this one should actually be 58, right? To
normalize
68,
it.
Sorry. Yeah, to make sure that it's like a football match, right? Because we've made sure that their name is the goalies, so we can probably feel like they're gonna be on the court for 90 minutes.
Well, they might be able to stay on the court much longer because they're gonna get the first blood as well. ZX gets the easy kill on the Luna. Very good way to start the game. That feels really, really good for them right now. And they're also stacking up. Look at this. Shola sitting in the trees in the top lane. They want to try go for the pincer. Quickly onto New. And looks like they are going to find it. Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. They got him. They should be able to bring down this Enigma. New trying to run himself away. PYW though. With a god level avalanche. Sadly though, the angles of retreat are closed off for New. So they will still be able to find them.
Okay, so one interesting thing though that happened is that Lesh got the kill as well. And usually when you're a Huskar, you don't want any kind of an advantage on the enemy mid laner because you are the one that should be pushing the advantage in general. So I think that Lesh getting the early good start might be a bigger problem than the Dire side getting 2 kills so far.
We'll see how Han is able to deal with the situation. And before we get to that, though, might have another death here because the Avalanche from PYW catches out this Undying. Right clicks from all the Eidolons, and that should be a dead little Undying zombie man. Well, looks like we are back to the previous series here, Harry Freak. PYW and New already starting to put in some major amount of work here in the offlane.
What is that 1 CS on the Luna? Oh boy. Okay, he doubled his CS.
100% advantage, bro. He's gonna win the game.
Easy. Okay, some of the range creeps are coming to the tower. This is gonna be fine.
Half times might be spelled out ahead, but I'm gonna recover some of the CS advantage. Down bottom, a lot of HP lost out on this Brewmaster, but nothing too critical just yet. Shiro doesn't really care about killing the Brewmaster. He just wants to farm and hit creeps. Besides, as much as the Luna's not getting any CS, this Brewmaster's in an even worse position right now. 2 CS to his name in the first 2.5 minutes of the game.
Oh, but the Huskar is being pressured in the mid lane, and I like this. This is the build of the Lesh that I like. In the first game that we saw today, Butterfly Effect was playing a Lesh with 3 points in Lightning Storm, Ruin Split Earth. This is the build that's the most successful. The Lightning Storm once, and then you max out the Diabolic Edict. Maybe you get Lightning Storm twice. And we're seeing that he's applying so much pressure to the Huskar.
We're looking for Why You Smile. He's being chased down right now. One more right click will put him into critical position, but he's not dead just yet. Now he's going to be the one to turn around, looking towards the Brewmaster. Has Thunder Strike, but not enough mana to cast it. So I don't think anybody's going to end up dead down bottom. And Why You Smile is complaining. It seems like a little bit about the lag.
Okay, so Diu Bao is lag 100% because I think our observer also had a hiccup there, so something is maybe wrong with the servers.
Oh,
so,
apparently
okay,
Dubao is packet loss. Yeah. Dubao is
What
packet
is
loss. Packet loss,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
And
Okay,
then
so we're
I think
learning Chinese.
Lag is just a Kale. Kale or Zale, I've seen where they complain about lag and then this is packet loss. Okay, okay. Education, I like it.
Yeah, Kale is something that they refer to when there's lag, though I don't know it. On the in Twitch chat, everybody made a meme out of it, so I'm not sure if it really means that or if the Chinese are just having fun and still giving information while saying it.
We're all learning whether we like it or not. So,
Of course, we like it.
learning is fun, honestly. I really enjoy, like, if I go to sleep in a day somewhat smarter than I was the day before with some new knowledge, it's always a good day.
But I feel like Dota players are gonna be hit with dementia a little bit earlier, so brace yourself.
I will be honest, right? I mean, I used to do engineering. I've studied physics. Knowing the ins and outs of Dota is actually much harder than gaining an advanced degree. This game is impossible to play. It's down bottom. Shiro with a looping right click, able to get the kill onto Shola. And this means that this bottom lane, so top was already going decently for them. Bottom is going phenomenally for them. And LGD, we've complained today about their lack of prowess in the early laning phase. That is certainly not a complaint we can levy against them in this game.
Han almost died there. That was very, very dangerous. The inner fire, of course, is really solid versus the Lesh. You get him away from yourself, and the diabolic healing doesn't do anything. This top lane is amazing for the Enigma. At this point, you can probably leave Nu alone. And yeah, there it is. PYW. He is ready to make the Huskar's life a living hell.
Well, they might first make the Undying's life a living hell because he wandered in to try and collect the water rune. They do have the toss back, but they decide to just let him live. It's fine. He'll just trade hits himself and the PYW on his Tiny. Not too much is going to change here.
Not really. He is actually coming back to the top lane.
Okay. Stick around. I must say, one thing I am still very worried about is Brewmaster. Like, Brewmaster, it's one thing if he's not getting any farm. It is what it is. You know, these things do happen. But the thing that concerns me, he's not getting any experience either. He's level 3 right now. Not even close to getting level 4. And he's not going to be kept away from this wave as well. So, going to make a massive dent in his overall experience progress. In the mid lane, though, you mentioned PYW needs to make the life of the Huskar hell. He shows up, tosses him back to the tier 1 tower. And the physical damage punches right through that Berserker's blood. Easy kill in the mid lane for the LGD lineup.
It's not that he has to, it's just that he wants to. That's how it goes. Also, Brewmaster is in trouble. Nope, turns around.
Okay. Brewmaster still alive. Again, you know, I've been in, obviously not in this kind of qualifying game, but if you're playing this game as Shiro, honestly, you're happy if Brewmaster's not dying. You want him to just stay super low the entire time, have to ferry in regen, not get the free trips home. Especially as the other sides of the map, your team is just wreaking havoc. PYW helps with a kill onto the Luna. He helped onto a kill onto the Huskar. As you as Shiro, you just keep farming. Your team is taking care of everything else.
Grimstroke or the Undying need to be making moves to the opposite side lane. You need to have two support somewhere so that you can actually pressure. They're not punishing this Tiny going to the mid lane, and nobody is even close to the strength of the Tiny when it comes to rotations to the mid lane. If it comes to it, Han needs to keep himself safe, and the rest of them just apply pressure somewhere else.
Han will have the shield rune denied from him. They can actually glimpse back the PYW. Love to get this kill. Phantom's Embrace demands that he can't do anything for now, but after they get rid of it, he has his spells back online, throws them back on the Grimstroke, and they get the easy connection onto Show.
Don't fight in the mid lane, don't do it, you're gonna lose. Especially with the Slash having 3 points in the Edict. If you try to go for him, even if he dies, the Edict is gonna kill you all. That's just how it works, so just be a little bit more chill. And this is a good move. Go for Shiro, that is smart.
Question is, can they actually get Shiro? Inkswell, we're not gonna find him with the stun because the glimpse from YU Smile was there. And the Tombstone was laid out outside of the range of this tier 1, so once Shiro is backed off to this area, with 16 1 charges, he's completely untouchable actually.
Yeah, he was getting low there in mana, but had the 16 1 charges in 2 seconds before the arcane boot, so now he
Try
pretty
going
much
YU
can't
Smile. No, Why You Smile should be fine here. 14-1 charges and a glimpse. He's actually just gonna hold this. Force him to come closer onto the Brewmaster. This is such a big outplay. Brewmaster's dead for sure. Hashtag outplayed. Hashtag jobaited. Hashtag I am a better Dota player than you. LGD. Doing what they're made of here in this game too.
I'm actually gonna be tagging people on Twitter or X with the hashtag I'm a better Dota player than you. That just sounds real fun, but overall this game is not fun for the dire side. Your Huskar is having the best game out of all of your cores, and he's having a mediocre one. And then look at this Brewmaster. He just doesn't have a game whatsoever.
You know, in my estimation, every single time I've seen Huskars play Dota, it's exactly the same thing that happens every single game. If the Huskar fails to dominate his lane and doesn't have like 5 kills at 15 minutes, they lose. I've never in my entire life seen a Huskar game that doesn't follow that trend. I'm gonna try find his first kill here, jumping into the river, but like you said, don't fight in the river because Setsu is just too damn strong. A double kill, a potential tower. Oh man, that low ground black hole onto Shola. But the rest of his team was busy taking care of the tombstone. Between Leshen and Tiny, some of the worst attack speeds in the entire world. Takes forever to bring down the tombstone. But they still get the kill. We'll be able to put some pressure onto the tier 1 tower right now with the level 4 Diabolic Edict.
Nice ward through
They
Tiny.
oh my god. Look at PYW. Like you mentioned, the ward behind the tower, the positioning in that moment enables them to get a kill. He might die for this though because Han has respawned, jumped directly onto the Tiny. Burns him down for the kill, but look at the positioning that they're in right now, the goalies. Han is middle. ZX is middle. So they had to focus so many resources just to bring down a lowly Tiny in the mid lane.
Luna is, the Medusa is getting ran down. No stick charges, no nothing. But
Wait, what? She's actually fine? What? I thought she was gonna die.
I was certain he was gonna die.
And he just casually TPs out instead. Goes home. And the thing that sucks about this is because of how bad the Brewmaster's game is. You know, normally when I TP home like this as a carry, I'm like, oh god, I'm not going to have a tower by the time I return. Brewmaster's not going to be able to pressure my tower in the conditions he's in. He actually TPs middle to assist Han in killing off Setsu. Han did it all by his lonesome though, diving underneath the tier 1 tower. And now, with this Brewmaster split, they should be able to find the bonus onto Why You Smile. Why You Smile tried to glimpse back the Brewmaster, but nice little split to prevent that from happening enables a kill in this mid lane.
Huskar now has an armlet. With an armlet, it's a bit of a different story, right? You are just way too tanky for them to focus on you, and now you can focus around the mid lane. LGD might have gotten a bit ahead of themselves, especially because the black hole was used, so you do not have that turnaround potential in the mid lane. Still, you don't lose the tower, and that's the most important part for the LGD lineup. The thing is, these tower taking heroes, when they lose their own tower, the game becomes super hard for them because they cannot do what they're supposed to. You cannot go to push because your TP place is way too far away. So that's why the side of LGD need to put a lot of emphasis into getting that mid tier 1 down.
Almost down, 350 life left, but they're going to go on an adventure first to look for a kill. The primary target is going to be ZX, but they don't have any direct vision of him, but they do have the scan. They know exactly what's happening. DYW going to be the one to lead the charge here. Now that the Luna has shown, the Luna is absolutely going to die. They're not going to even have to commit any ultimates to make this happen. Very easy to pick. And that's also going to be pressure on the tier 2 tower. We've got Eidolons here, we've got a Siege Wagon, we've got maxed out Diabolic Edict. Easy tier 2 to grab. Prior 12 minutes in the game here, and they can still tier 2 TP down bottom to try and defend the Medusa. They're going on to the Brewmaster. Black Hole will be there from you. Shiro getting right in front of Shola, preventing him from getting into the fight. But they didn't have enough damage to kill the Brewmaster, so Brew will survive. In fact, Han just jumps in directly onto you, hoping to kill him off with his burning spears. Will succeed in this process. The question is, will he escape? Why You Smile is here, glimpses him back into the Static Storm. Do they have the damage? They do. PYW provides it with the Avalanche. That's going to be a massive trade happening down bottom, but they're not done just yet from LGD. PYW tossing Shola back into the Shiro Medusa. The Inkswell will buy a little bit of time, but not nearly enough as they take away the tombstone, avalanche onto the Brewmaster, killing him off and grabbing a double for this Tiny. Glimpse back onto this young Undying, grants a triple kill to Tiny. LGD in this early game simply cannot be stopped, and they're not done just yet. Are we gonna get an ultra for a Tiny, a support Tiny Hairy Freak this early on in the game? We almost do. The glimpse. He thought the haste Judo was gonna protect him, but that is not the case. That being said, Dohan shows up, jumps in with the ultimate, brings down Setsu on the back end of the fight. PYW looking to try and get some quick revenge onto Han, will not manage to do so. ZXCC just wants a couple of hits onto this Disruptor, will not be able to find them. But now the Disruptor has glimpse, the Disruptor has vision. The Disruptor, with the help of Tiny and Enigma, will have a kill now. And we get PYW. Well, it took long, but I'm gonna grant him that honorary ultra kill. Tiny is honestly just out here balling hard in game number 2.
More farm than the enemy offlaner. That's just how the game is going right now. And the thing is, the Brewmaster is the type of hero that wants to get a Radiance. This game, you just can't do it. You have to get like a Vlad's to be able to do anything with his heroes, or your Brewlings are gonna be killed by the Medusa with relative ease. That's just beautiful. And now you're also strong enough to just go for the enemy Wisdom Rune. Okay, they don't have a black hole, so maybe that's gonna be enough to dissuade them. But you still force out so many rotations, and you know exactly where your enemies are at.
They're smoked up on 3 heroes right now on LGD. I mean, they would love to get the Wisdom Rune, but kills would also be great. The ultimate is back on the Medusa, and they will trigger it off. In the meantime, Undying tossed back into an awful position, getting killed off. Brewmaster now inside the Static Storm. Shiro grabs the Wisdom Rune. They really want the Brewmaster, but they will not be able to find him. Roller gonna try and help out in this fight, but as you mentioned, look how squishy these Brewlings are. Oh my god, Luna tossed into the Medusa. Eclipse gonna get bounced off of all these units around him, and that'll be an easy kill onto the Luna. LGD way too strong everywhere on the map, and they get a Wisdom Rune and then some here on this bottom side.
Oh, that's such a huge win for LGD. They're getting everything they can from their opponents, and the thing is that the Dire lineup doesn't work that well from behind, right? So you want your Huskar to be able to posture aggressively. He's kind of forced into a BKB, cannot get a Halberd, which was probably one of the ideas why you picked him, and LGD are now just gonna continue pressuring. There is no reason not to. Everywhere you see somebody, you just kill him.
Why not? They can't stop you. UIW giving us a demonstration of what you're saying right now, making the jump onto Brewmaster. But they will at least not want to dive too far forward. It will allow the Brew to live. Not that it matters overall because of just how far LGD are ahead at the moment.
The biggest problem, you won't have anywhere to force out the fight. The only tower that is remaining is the mid tier 2, and at some point that's gonna get taken down as well. Then even if you come to a point where you have some of your item timings, how are you gonna be mounting up in defense? Where? How? Where are you gonna TP? How are you gonna be able to cover the map with the smoke? It's gonna be impossible. So a very rough situation for the Dire side at the moment.
7k gold lead, an advantage for LGD. We'll have like what, 40 minutes to play on the Dire lineup, so still a lot of game to go.
Exactly.
Mid lane, oh no, Han is dead. Han is dead. You said and should want to make his life a living hell. And PYW, I'm sure he sent you a message and say, bro, I got you. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna make him never want to play this hero ever again.
I never played Dota. I was the best at the game when you know, the roaming meta was up with the position 4 supports, Tinies, Earth Spirits, Tusks and stuff. And if I would see a Huskar in this kind of a game and I'm a Tiny, I'd be like, thank you for picking this hero. Thank you. You're gonna make my game so easy and so fun that it is insane. PYW is having so much fun in this game.
That he is. On parity with the Brewmaster in terms of net worth. Pretty much do whatever the hell he wants. Having fun right now. Don't know what he's gonna build next. To be fair, I also love these kind of games where the impact of the supports is so high that we don't even have to spend much time clicking on Shiro's item build. Shiro's item build, very irrelevant for this game. As long as he doesn't like royally mess up with the way his supports are playing, all the space is being made. Case in point, look at my boy PYW bringing me some free gold. Thank you very much. And he's not even gonna die for this. He TP's out. He knows that if they have to brew split to kill him, great, awesome. If they don't, great, I survive. Win, 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 win for the LGD lineup, thanks to PYW.
Grimstroke is buying an Aghanim Scepter and not buying a shard. That's kind of showing of what's happening in this game. His only thought about winning is the enemy core is super farmed, so maybe I can create an illusion of him, because our cores are pretty weak and they're not going to be able to win 100%. And this is just the problem, because when you see a Huskar Grimstroke, you want to have that purge or the spell onto the Huskar and the heal. That is pretty much how these two heroes work together, and you have given up on that.
I'm telling you, they've already lost it. It's Huskar, Wapassman in 15, doesn't have 5 kills. He is 2k behind on gold from like the nearest possible person in the carry. So in my opinion, this is GG. I don't think they can win anymore. But many weirder things have happened this day. We will see a Static Storm covering you. This might allow him to get off the black hole with BKB onto 2 heroes. And that's exactly what he does. Both of them will fall. Tombstone easily destroyed right now by LGD. And they both back on this Undying, on this Brewmaster. They really want to try and force this fight. They want to go all in. They want to get back into a good position. But unfortunately, Setsu gets the reveal too soon onto this Undying. They easily kill him off. BKB from Han with some right clicks. But they can't even kill PYW. DXZC committed the full damn Eclipse for this. But it's not going to matter. He's surrounded right now by the Leshrac, by the Enigma, by the Eidolons. And now he's dead. And these Brewlings going to make sure that the offlane Brewmaster follows him into the grave. And that's it. You wanted 32 minutes. You wanted 62 minutes. None of that matters. LGD is just too damn good. GG well played is called by the goalies as they throw in the towel, get eliminated from the tournament, and allow LGD to keep the hopes of Dream League 23 alive and well for the Chinese squad.